Pilipinas, maligayang araw ng kalayaan! Ako po si Martin Javier and this is Rise Up Stronger, the road to NCAA Season 96. All systems go na para po bukas sa opening ceremony ng NCAA Season 96, 5:05 ng hapon, dito lang sa GTV. Which is why, umpisa pa lang, we have prepared something very special for all of you.
I'm doing great, Martin, kasi kasama ko si Chris Tiu. Chris Tiu, welcome to our show. And first of all, good job on the piano, Chris. Since when have you been playing pala?
Hi Sophia, hi everyone. Yeah, I've been playing since I was maybe 7 years old. My mom got me to piano lessons, and ever since then, I enjoyed playing. And ginagawa ko na ito kung gusto ko mag-relax, you know.
It's a good thing kasi you learned to play basketball earlier. And can we ask, at what age did you play competitively?
I started playing for the school team when I was grade 4. So I was mga 10 years old ako noon. I played for Xavier School in San Juan here in Metro Manila. And then tuloy-tuloy na yun. High school, I played in Xavier again. Then in college, Ateneo de Manila. Then I played the national team. Tapos sa PBA.
Ever since ba, naging point guard ka na?
My dad kasi nung bata pa ako, sinabi niya na yung pinaka-importanting skill na dapat mong matutunan habang bata ka pa ay yung pagdidribble. He kept on reinforcing that. So practice ako ng practice and dribble. Naging point guard ako.
You carried over your number 17, your jersey number 17 from college to pro basketball. Does that number have a lot of meaning to you? And is it unahan to choose a number?
Pag FIBA sanctioned tournaments, usually mga collegiate tournaments or even high school, strict yung numbers from 4 to, let's say, 19 kung ilang players ang nasa team, no? Although pag professional na or ibang leagues na hindi ganun sanction ng FIBA, you can put any number you want, no? Players can choose. Ako naman, number 17 was my number ever since I was in grade school. Around the time when my youngest brother was born, he was born on March 17. So I felt it was a lucky number and then I started playing well with it. So, yun na.
Speaking of luck, I think you're one of the luckiest players talaga kasi ang dami mong na-meet na NBA players. What's your most memorable moment with them?
The fondest siguro would be competing against Kobe Bryant. Of course, the legendary Kobe Bryant. And when he came here, we played against him and I was matched up against him because we played the same position. So yeah, I did get to bump him and defend him and he defended me and even fouled me. So, you know, I felt kind of flattered. Oh, he tried to steal the ball pero hindi niya ako naagawan. Final niya ako. Of course, he schooled me and scored on me a number of times. But it was a surreal moment, diba? Parang after that game, I couldn't sleep and I thought I was dreaming. Is this all a dream? And siguro memorable din sa akin and bragging rights ko na ito, pagbigyan niyo na ako, na halos karamihan sa kanila or lahat sila na nakalaban ko sa 3-point shootout, nanalo ako. Say na nanalo ko sila sa 3-point shootout.
Ayun nga, aside from meeting these amazing international basketball greats, as in great talaga, what can you say are the other opportunities na nabibigay ng basketball?
As a spectator, basketball provides entertainment. And I think importante ang entertainment, lalo na ngayon, pandemic. As an athlete naman, for me, it's a good ground, training ground to develop yung mga life values that would allow us to succeed in life. But at the same time also, it's not all positive. Siyempre, may maraming challenges din, diba? And when you go through adversity, tumitibay ka din bilang tao. But sports is really one of my advocacies. I'm glad the NCAA is now with GMA7 at mapapanood ng mga Pilipino ang iba't ibang sports, on national television dito sa Kapuso network, and hopefully maraming ma-inspire na parents or mga kabataan to pursue sports.
Of course, we want to ask you now that you've retired, what have you been busy with?
Well, I'm a full-fledged businessman now, but more importantly, I think I'm a full-time father also. And that is my most important job and hat that I wear, having a family with two daughters now.
Ipapasok mo ba sila sa sports or may interest na ba yung mga girls mo sa sports?
May konting interest na bata pa sila, they're 5 and 3. Sana magustuhan nila. I'll encourage them in our own way. So let's see.
Do you have a message for the NCAA basketball players who will be competing for season 96 naman?
Siguro advice ko sa mga atleta na magko-compete sa NCAA is to cherish this opportunity, Make the most out of it, compete with honor, pride, for your schools. Have fun. Good luck to all our athletes.
Thank you, Chris, not just for the inspiring number nyo ni Aicelle Santos, but also for sharing your time with us today. And back to you, Martin.
Who among the student athletes of NCAA will rise up to the top spots of their sports this season? Now, to help us answer the question, we have invited sports analysts with us today. For volleyball, we have a certified NCAA MVP and a Kapuso star. Please welcome John Vic De Guzman. Para naman sa taekwondo, joining us is a 6-time SEA Games gold medalist, Coach Roberto Kitoy Cruz. At sa basketball, back-to-back ang dalawang matinding hardcore analysts na sina Mikee Reyes and Martin Antonio. Exciting to kasi ang hardcore talaga ng lineup natin for today. At hindi lang kami ang excited dahil pati mga Kapuso stars, inaabangan din ang mga laro dito sa NCAA Season 96 from First Yaya. And I watch this. Okay, here are Gabby Concepcion and Sanya Lopez.
Uy! Exciting tong Season 96 ng NCAA ah!
At ang balita, talagang pinaghandaan yan ng mga student athletes nila.
Kaya tulad din ng pagtutok natin sa First Yaya, wag po natin itong palalampasin.
May 10 schools na maglalaban-laban.
And therefore, I declare lahat dapat manood ng NCAA Season 96.
Welcome back to the show, and now, to get an insider's view on NCAA volleyball, we have with us Season 92 MVP, former opposite spiker of the De La Salle College of St. Benilde, John Vic De Guzman. Welcome back to the show, John Vic.
Thank you so much, Idol. Welcome back again. Ako ulit dito.
Ikaw ulit,
Again.
correct. Pag-usapan natin yung NCAA volleyball. It's always exciting year after year. Pero this year is gonna be a little bit different kasi mag-focus tayo sa individual skills. Sige, unahin ko na yun. Para sa'yo, Season 96 natin, sino yung mga teams, kundi man mga individual players, sa tingin mo aangat sa mga skills na to? Sige, unahin natin ha. Setting.
Well, based dun sa stats last Season 95, iba yung Arellano. Iba yung pag-set up nila ng bola, iba yung
This is for
paggawa
women's.
nila. Yeah, women's. Yeah.
Okay.
Iba yung paggawa nila ng play. And sa men's side naman, yung perpetual lang umangat dahil talagang si Coach Sam talagang focus niya itong men's volleyball talaga na makuha yung championship.
Doon naman sa passing.
Sa passing naman, though,
Passing challenge.
syempre, hindi mo makakapag-set up ng play itong Arellano kung wala silang passing. Pero itong side ng Benilde kasi, dito naman sa women's, iba din yung mga new players ng Benilde na nagpakitang gilas nung last season. Sa men's naman, syempre nandun pa rin yung Benilde. Nandun pa rin yung mga nakasama ko nung nag-champion kami last 2017.
Feeling mo angat sila?
Angat din sila. Pero ang hirap kasi nung last season dahil talagang nag-step up yung ibang teams like una Perpetual, CSB, San Beda, and Arellano. Etong top 4 teams ang naglalaban sa stats, nag-iipitan sila. So ang hirap.
Ayan. Pero ito naman, 4-hour spiking challenge. Para sa'yo, sino yung mga malalakas pumataw?
Well, syempre, unahin natin ang Benilde. So, syempre, doon ako galing.
Mga sumunod sa'yo.
Yeah, oo.
Sino?
Talagang nakita ko yung mga potential itong mga bata na to na iba yung dating nila pagdating sa court. Iba yung aura nila, iba yung mentality nila. And syempre, siguro, bigay din natin sa Perpetual sa men's dahil talagang si Coach Sam, dinudurog niya yung mga players niya. Kailangan hindi kayo nagbibigay ng chance ball sa kalabang. Lahat yan atake, lahat yan dapat mapatay.
So matik.
Matik talaga. And pagdating naman sa women's, yun nga, sabi ko, may mga bagong players na possible dito sa San Beda, but nangingibabaw talaga itong Arellano.
Sumunod po dyan, siguro ang College of St. Benilde at Perpetual. Pero ito, John Vic, mas interesting na list naman natin. We have the top 5 NCAA volleyball players of all time.
Well, siguro of all time because nakalaban ko sila.
Okay,
Doon sa
may experience ka.
experience na nakalaban ko sila inside the court. Well, Jacqueline King, libero ng Perpetual, na
magaling yan.
naging teammate ko last 2017 sa SEA Games. until now, ayan, kasama ko siya sa SEA Games. Sobrang veterano niyang player. Makikita mo tong bata na to, ang tahimik lang. Pero pagdating sa court, iba yung drive niya. Hindi man siya ang captain, pero nakikita mo yung leadership niya inside the court sa pagde-deliver dun sa outcome na ginagawa niya.
Susunod natin sa listahan.
Gretchen Soltones.
Soltones,
hindi
the
mawawala.
Lady Beast.
The Lady Beast.
Oh.
Siya lang yun. Siya lang ang may Lady Beast dito sa NCAA. Well, nung first year college kami, nakita ko na yung potential ng bata. Nung nakita ko yung sobrang improvement niya nung naglaro kami ng beach volleyball way back season 89 na nag-champion kami both
Beach pa to?
beach volleyball. Then nung siguro papunta na kami dun sa alam mo na patanda na pag-graduating years namin, doon ko nakita naman yung drive niya na dinala niya ang San Sebastian sa championship. Kaso yun nga, medyo kinapos talaga. Yun talaga yung sa volleyball, ganun talaga eh. Kahit anong gawin mo, kundi para sa hindi para sa.
Pero despite that, pinili mo pa rin siya as one of your top 5 of all time. Kahit hindi siya naka-champion para sa Basta.
Kasi si Gretch, kahit ilagay mo siya sa iba't ibang teams, kaya niya mag-adjust. Yun yung maganda kay Gretchen.
Okay, susunod naman natin sa listahan, John Vic.
Siyempre, yung isa sa mga matinding na kalaban ko sa championship sa history ng NCAA, si Howard Mojica.
Howard Mojica ng EAC.
Yeah. Si Howard Mojica kasi very powerful player na ang bilis-bilis niyang gumalaw. Niloloko ko nga siya. Alam mo ang payat mo. Pero pagdating sa court, parang ang laki-laki mong tingnan. Dahil iba yung init at saka yung power pag pumapatay ka ng bola. Sobrang challenging pag siya yung kalaban.
Susunod mo sa listahan, pang-apat natin.
Si Ces Molina.
Si Ces, sa mga pinaka-prominent na pangalan na lumabas sa NCAA.
Yeah.
Sige, bakit si Ces?
Ces Molina kasi nung nag-start pa lang ako sa NCAA, residency ako, nanonood ako ng game nila against Binild, against sa ibang teams sa NCAA. Ang galing niya, kakaiba siyang maglaro. As in, ngayon, last 2019 SEA Games part siya, nakita naman natin kung ano yung Ces Molina inside the court. So, siguro naging idol ko siya dahil iba yung binibigay niya sa team pag naglalaro siya sa NCAA natin.
Ito, dito kami pinaka-interested sa mga napili mo, John Vic. Yung panlima natin, sino ba to?
Mukhang ako yan.
Ay!
Ako yan.
O, ikaw! Iba ang
hindi
kumpiyansa ng isang John Vic De Guzman.
Hindi, syempre naman, idol. Sa 4 na taon ko naglaro sa NCAA, talagang lahat ng hardships, lahat ng trials, lahat ng sacrifices, na ibigay ko para sa team. As in, lahat talaga give up ko. Malayo ka sa family mo, malayo ka sa mga mahal mo sa buhay. At the same time, student-athlete ka. So siguro ibibigay ko itong position na to para sa akin dahil talagang sobrang saya ko. Sobrang saya ko na naging part ako ng NCAA. At hindi lang ako naging part ng NCAA, but nagkaroon ako ng history bago ako mag-exit sa NCAA.
Yun. So, nag-MVP at nag-champion.
Yes.
Ayan po si John Vic De Guzman. Pero through the years, marami na tayong nakitang rivalries, lalong-lalo dito sa volleyball event ng NCAA. Sa tingin mo, ito na, sino para sa'yo, season 96 natin, ang mainit na magtatagisan? Unahin muna natin dun sa, sa forte mo. Siyempre, men's volleyball.
Pero hindi na ako lalayo, idol. College of St. Bernard and Perpetual. Ever since pag nagkakatapat kami ng Perpetual, talagang iba yung init. To the point na talagang yung crowd, dati nung championship namin, iba yung crowd. Talagang kalahati ng arena, Perpetual, kalahati ng arena, CSB. So, iba talaga. So, women's, syempre hindi na rin ako lalayo. Binild and Arellano. Dahil talagang nakita ko yung pinaghirapan ng women's volleyball. Especially, ang daming rookies sa kanila eh. Kung paano din-develop ni Coach Jerry yung mga bata until to the point na naglaro sa NCAA. And nakita ko naman din yung Arellano na talagang lahat ng mga natutunan ng mga junior players dun sa mga gumraduate na players, na-adapt agad nila. So until now, intact pa rin talaga yung Arellano. Kaya magiging maganda yung laban ng Arellano versus Binild.
Pero John Vic, para sa lahat ng mga NCAA volleyball athletes, ano yung mensahe mo sa kanila? Lalo ngayon, very challenging time to be an athlete dito sa Pilipinas, let alone being a collegiate athlete.
It's all about discipline lang yan. Pag-athlete ka, alam mo kung paano mo papakondisyonin yung sarili mo. Alam mo kung ano yung mga priority mo, well, especially ngayong pandemic. Siyempre, study ka. And siguro, sunod tayo sa safety protocols. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Lalo na ngayong pandemic. Para iwas tayo sa sakit, iwas sa injury. At the same time, maging masaya lang yung NCAA kasi lahat naman tayo gustong-gusto nang bumalik yung volleyball. So yun lang iniling na.
At least in a way, makakabalik po ang volleyball dito sa NCAA Season 96. Maraming salamat, John Vic.
Thank you so much.
Other Kapuso stars are excited na rin to see the NCAA athletes in action. May message si Alden Richard and his co-stars in The World Between Us para sa mga student athletes of NCAA Season 96.
NCAA Season 96 na at isa lang ang masasabi ko sa mga athletes na kasali, laban lang.
Nakatutok kaming lahat to cheer you guys on and I'm sure exciting ang mga games dyan.
Kaya mula sa aming lahat dito sa The World Between Us, we wish you all
Good luck!
Welcome back to Rise Up Stronger, the road to NCAA Season 96 at opening ceremony na nga bukas, and Sophia has scored another scoop for us.
There are 10 schools competing in Season 96 of NCAA. And despite the challenges of the pandemic, game na game lahat ng student athletes. And to match their fighting spirit, syempre GMA Network has prepared an opening ceremony na palaban din. And to give us an exclusive look on what's happening behind the scenes for tomorrow's grand event are no other than the hosts Khalil Ramos and Gabby Garcia.
To rehearse for the opening ceremony of the NCAA Season 96.
Yes, todo ang preparations and rehearsals namin. Para we're sure na kaming dalawa, we're both on top of our game tomorrow.
That's true, so let's give them a sneak peek of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is where it will happen. And everybody's getting ready. From the hosts to the celebrity guests who will represent the schools. To celebrate
The coming of something big.
So there you have it. Sobrang dami talagang mangyayari tomorrow. Pero laban lang tayo kahit nakapagod because we wanna make the NCAA schools and universities proud.
And not only that, of course, we're sure that all the athletes from different schools are doing their very best to prepare for the competition. Kaya kami dalawa, dapat ganun level din, same athlete level yung preparations namin for the event tomorrow.
That is true.
Joining me this afternoon is the most bemedaled Filipino taekwondo athlete in international competitions. Ito lang naman po yung mga nakuha niya. Isa-isahin ko na. 7 medals sa World Taekwondo Championships. He's got 6 gold medals sa Southeast Asian Games at 2 silver medals sa Asian Taekwondo Championships and a gold medal sa Asian Olympic Qualifying Tournament. He is also former coach of the men's national taekwondo team. Let's all welcome Coach Robert Kitoy Cruz. Coach, kamusta? Good afternoon. Coach, it's an honor that you're here. You are a certified legend, not just here in the NCAA, but in the world of taekwondo, especially here in the Philippines.
Karangalan ko rin makapunta rito. Tapos ma-share ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga natutunan ko lahat.
I also understand that you are now a coach for College of St. Benilde. As a coach, kamusta yung pinagdadaanan mo with your athletes na under you?
Well, sa una, medyo nahirapan kami dahil bago nga, no? Since pandemic, naging online kami bigla, especially on my sport, no? Taekwondo, it's contact sport.
Right.
So, malaking adjustment agad yung ginawa namin kasi, well, kung hindi kami gagalaw, wala kaming gagawin, walang mangyayari. So, ang ginawa na association, gumawa sila ng paraan. So, online, pinasok muna nila yung online. Ang ginawa naman is nag-create ng bagong competitions, which is, ito yung speed kicking nga. Then aside doon, yung pumse, hindi masyadong mahirap dahil hindi naman siya contact. Nagkaroon din.
Kumbaga, pumse you can do on your own. You can train by yourself.
May mga standard lang na kailangan gawin. So, at least pag nakuha mo yun, madali na. Compared to, yun nga, sa face-to-face training ng sparring. So, malaking adjustment.
So, how about speed kicking, Coach?
Well, speed kicking, it's more on paramihan yung ng sipa, the word speed kicking. So, kailangan matulin ka. And then at the same time, kailangan para kang nakikipaglaban. Kasi ang judging niya is meron siyang mga number of kicks, and then number of turning kicks. Tapos importante rin dito yung para kang nakikipag-sparring, may presentation.
Dahil marami ka nang pinagdaanan sa taekwondo scene, lalo sa NCAA, sino naman para sa'yo ang top 5 NCAA taekwondo gyms of all time?
Wow.
Malaki to kasi maraming prominente pagdating sa taekwondo.
Siguro yung Christina Virtudaso.
Okay.
Ano siya, consistent eh. Pagpasok niya, nag-gold siya agad. Tapos that time kasi may mga uni games kami, nag-gold din siya.
Bacolod ba to?
Bacolod palagi. Tapos nung gumraduate siya, nag-ano siya, summa cum laude.
Ooh! Wow!
Galing, sobra.
That is impressive.
Sobra.
Sino pa, coach?
Si Charlene. Actually, kapatid to ni Christine.
Oh!
So, nung pumasok naman si Charlene, ganun din yung nangyari. Naging consistent siya. Tapos, uni games, nag-gold. Tapos, nung gumraduate, may academic award din. Summa cum laude rin.
Summa cum laude rin ito. So, magkapatid sila?
Magkapatid sila. After doon, pumasok din yung isang kapatid. May kapatid siyang lalaki. Si Clarence naman. Clarence Virtudaso. So, ito naging consistent din. And then, that time, nagka-injury pa yan eh. May season kami, after nung season namin, nagka-injury siya. So, na-ACL siya. Pero ang bilis siya naka-recover. Okay?
6 months yun, usually, coach.
6 months, tapos, of course, kasama na yung mga rehab doon. Tapos, bago nung nakabalik siya, nag-gold pa rin.
Wow!
Nag-gold pa rin siya.
Ang hirap gawin nun.
At eto ka, pag-graduate niya, cum laude.
Wow!
Ito pa yung impressive. Kasi after nun, meron pa silang bunsong kapatid.
Hindi pa tapos!
Hindi pa tapos. Si Clarissa naman.
Wow!
Clarissa Virtudaso.
Lahat si, coach,
Lahat si sila. Tapos,
nag-deliver.
Nag-deliver naman. Tapos nung gumraduate, summa rin.
Wow!
So lahat sila may award.
Grabe yung
bihira makakita ng ganung klaseng pamilya. Actually, pamilya na eh.
Apat din, coach eh.
Apat. Very rare.
Yung makadalawa, rare na yun eh. Oo. On both sides, suma pa. Pero yung maka-apat
Kaya hindi ko makalimutan yung apat.
Pero alam ko, coach, meron ka pang isa ba? Sa listahan
meron pa.
Meron
si
pa.
Naman, from San Beda naman.
San Beda.
Si Angeli Pelaez.
Okay.
So si Angeli Pelaez naman is galing siyang Davao. Tapos na-recruit siya ni Coach Noel. So by the way, si Coach Noel is dati ko ring coach. Anyway, si Angeli...
Dati mong coach, tapos player niya.
Player niya.
Player niya.
Pagdating kasi sa national team, actually si Angeli kasi naging consistent gold din sa NCAA. And then naging member din siya ng national team. So that time kasi, nasa national team ako, nahawakan ko rin si Angeli.
So nakita mo kung
paano siya gumaling. Tapos nag-silver naman siya sa World University.
Yung PUMSE, isa sa mga events na gagawin natin or skills na ibabalandra natin ngayong season 96. It is one of the forms na laging kasama sa competitions natin, local or international. Na ito, coach, is a very special message coming from Mr. Stephen Fernandez.
Ang Pilipinas ay hindi nalalayo sa larangan ng galing sa taekwondo. Marami na tayong mga naging membro na nanalo mula noong mga dekada ng 70s hanggang sa kasalukuyan. Meron tayong mga nag-medal sa Southeast Asia, sa Asia, at sa World. At pati na rin sa Olympics. So maganda po ang programa at nagpapasalamat din lalo na ang PTA sa mga institusyon na nagbigay suporta sa Philippine Taekwondo tulad ng Philippine Sports Commission, ng POC, at ng iba't ibang mga corporation and sponsors na kasama namin sa journey ng Taekwondo.
Coach, anong masasabi mo doon? Filipino athletes, lalo sa Taekwondo, competing internationally?
Philippine Taekwondo Association is working hard talaga. Na makikita mo naman marami silang na-produce. No? Pagdating sa PUMSE, nagra-rank tayo. Nasa top 5 tayo palagi sa world. And then, pagdating naman sa sparring, umaangat din tayo dyan.
So, mas masasabi mo ba, coach, na mas angat tayo. Yamado ba yung Philippine athletes natin? When it comes rather to international competition na, Pumse or Kyorugi? Mas lamado tayo ba, Pumse?
For Pumse kasi marami na tayong naging world champion. Pagdating naman sa sparring, nag-ano rin tayo, pumapasok din naman tayo. But dadating din tayo dun sa taas talaga.
Yung gold lagi, consistent level.
Especially ngayong Olympics. No?
Yun.
Darating na Olympics, may nag-qualify tayo dyan.
Wow. Ay, si
Kurt
yeah.
Barbosa.
And lastly, Coach, since NCAA opening na natin bukas, opening ceremony sa bukas, ano namang mensahe mo sa mga NCAA athletes natin, lalo sa taekwondo? It's one of the events talaga na pinopromote natin, or sports that we are, proudly promoting here in Season 96. Anong message mo sa mga student athletes na magko-compete?
Siguro talagang galingan nyo kasi lahat gustong manalo. No? Medyo may konting adjustment lang dahil nga pandemic, na iba yung ginagawa natin. Pero ano lang yan it's about discipline eh. Kung gusto nyo talaga lumakas, magpursige kayo. At the same time, of course, kailangan pagsabihin nyo yung pag-aaral nyo. So katulad nung ginawa ni
Virtudazo,
na po pwede naman nating pagsabayin. Mag-aaral kayo, mag-training kayo, gawin yung balance eh.
At mas magagawa nila yan ngayon kasi syempre lahat, so far online training, online din ang klase.
Correct.
So technically mas madali pagsabayin than face-to-face classes. Pero that's a great advice coming from Coach Kitoy. Maraming salamat po sa pagsali.
Salamat din,
sa amin
salamat.
dito sa show. Ayan po.
In the past 3 weeks, dinala namin kayo sa 10 member schools of the NCAA at pinakilala ang mga coaches at athletes nila. We also got the chance to meet the world-class athletes that these schools have produced and shared some fun times with Kapuso stars. Let's take another look at our journey on the road to NCAA Season 96.
Umpisa pa lang, we already knew that this was going to be fun. Siyempre, ramdam na ramdam ang school spirit. Pati team bahay, kasali. Pati team pasyal, umekse na rin. At sa mga exclusive interviews, may mga nakasama pa tayong mga Kapuso stars. At mga sports legends. Bumida rin ang mga star athletes na produkto ng NCAA. Meron ding nagbahagi ng kanilang mga heartwarming stories. Naghain din kami ng mga healthy recipes. Pero syempre, sinigurado naming ma-burn ang mga calories. Kaya naman talagang memorable ang ating pinagsamahang journey dito sa Rise Up Stronger, The Road to NCAA Season 96.
Martin, so many Kapuso stars will be at the forefront of the NCAA Season 96 opening ceremony tomorrow. And many more will be watching from the sidelines kasama na ang mga bida ng Las Hermanas.
We are all excited to watch upcoming games sa NCAA Season 96. At interesado rin kaming makilala ang mga student athletes na lalaban.
Siguradong magagaling lahat yan.
Of course. NCAA eh.
Mula sa aming lahat dito sa Las Hermanas, good luck!
NCAA Season
96! Welcome back, and this time we have not just one, but two basketball experts with us here on the show. Both of them are former ballers who have now stepped into the arena of sports analysis. First off, I'm honored to introduce these guys here on the show, by the way. We haven't seen each other in a while, so excited po talaga ako. Una ko i-introduce NCAA Juniors for the LaSalle Green Hills Greenies that time. Greenies pa yon. And right now, You already know! One of the fastest growing YouTube sports channels out there. We got Mikee Reyes here on the show. Mike, it's great to have you here.
1-0 ko dun, Marts, but it's great to be here, man. It's great to see the both of you. Namiss ko kayo. And namimiss ko na rin ang basketball.
Nakakamiss talaga ang basketball, but I'm very proud of Mike. So, maya natin pag-usapan yan. Pero meron pa tayong isa pang guest. We also have a strength and conditioning coach for the national team at suki ng NCAA. Kilalang kilala po ito ng NCAA community. Pag hindi ito kilala ng isang NCAA player, bakit pa siya nasa NCAA? Walang iba kundi si Coach Hammer, the real Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Coach, great to have you here.
Great to be here, Martin. Mikee, tagal natin hindi magkakasama, but of course, bakit nga naman hindi? Nandito na tayo, NCAA. A new season for us and very exciting times.
Una muna natin pag-uusapan because we love the NCAA. Si Coach Hammer muna. Piling ko kinilatis mo lahat ng dekada. Sino para sa'yo? Ang top 7?
Kaloy Saga. Siya ang gold standard when it comes to international competition.
So number 1 mo si
Kaloy Saga.
Kaloy.
Won numerous championships. Was part of the team that participated in the World Championships, the best finish of the Philippines.
Okay.
Two-time Olympian, played against Bill Russell in the Olympics, and it spawned a lot of great memories for the San Beda community. Next, Freddie Webb. Freddie Webb.
Kilala ko lang si David Webb na kilala ko.
Sabay mo kasi
Si Noah Webb.
Ayan, younger guy. So, Freddie Webb won a championship in the NCAA with Letran. Played in this last Olympic team of the Philippines in 72. So, transcended into pop culture as one of the earlier basketball players who went into show business and then into serving in public service. And
well-rounded.
Oh, he coached in the pro leagues and he steered Letran to a runner-up finish in 85. So,
okay, si Freddie Webb, laban tayo doon.
Laban ka, Freddie Webb.
Ito nabutan ko. Ito nabutan ko to.
Inabutan mo rin to.
Season 92.
Inabutan mo rin to.
Atoy ko, pare.
Atoy ko. Ayan.
One of the best scenes in NCAA history.
As a coach. But if you look at him as a basketball player,
of
course he also coached. He also coached in Mapua as a basketball player.
Fortune
cookie. Talagang grabe na scorer, but he was one of the younger MVPs in the NCAA who won back-to-back. First 2 years, didn't win in Mapua, but was a standout for the national team.
Ibang klase din.
So, ito, could be the best scorer in the NCAA history.
Okay.
Oh, best scorer. Lim Engbeng. A lot older. The first guy that got his number retired. This is De La Salle College. Kalaban nila Letran. Kung banatan talaga. Iba yung laro kasi sa NCAA, it's very physical. And that's the brand of basketball. And
for our viewers lang na nagtataka kung bakit De La Salle ang napili. Kasi dati po, NCAA lahat nung mga major schools po natin dito sa Manila. So, kaya po may De La Salle tayo dyan, Lim Engbeng, dahil doon po siya naglaro.
Yes, exactly. Alam mo, Mikee, when he was in the NCAA, he had the best scoring average. The guy was 5'11", playing guard. Couldn't be stopped by anyone. Kinukuha na sa national team. He was averaging 32 a game. Wow. 32 a game in a college setting without a three-point shot. And up to now, he still has the best scoring game in the NCAA, which is 55 points.
Wow.
And next one, ito pag may violent reaction ka, maraming magagalit sa'yo. Avelino Samboy Lim.
Ay, wala.
Okay? This
Idol
guy,
ko rin yan eh.
So, nakikita niyo na bakit mga greatest. So, Samboy Lim was with Northern Consolidated. He was being recruited coming out of his third year in Letran. They won back-to-back championships. Lagi siyang runner-up sa MVP during those times. But on the Grand Slam year, he won the MVP, 3 state championships, goes to Northern Consolidated in the national team with Coach Ron Jacobs and Alan K. Dick and all of those guys. Next, might be the greatest power forward in Philippine history. Not even arguably. No one comes close. The captain, Alvin Patrimonio.
Power forward.
Alvin Patrimonio was very athletic.
PFC Cap.
Si SFPF, nagsisenter pa sa Mapua during those times.
Nung NCAA.
During the NCAA, won back-to-back MVPs during his final 2 years. Never steered the Mapua Cardinals to the championship, but civil engineering graduate, the typical Filipino guy that yung mga magulang, he was really brought up in that manner and a standout in the national team. That for the longest time, 4-time Pro League MVP. For you to be called the greatest, you should beat out these names. she beat out this Reyes. Diba?
Okay.
So, ito kilala nyo na to.
Final.
Could be, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the greatest NCAA player.
Ayan, wala tayo.
Okay? Champion on all years that he played, 3-time MVP, national team standout, the most dominant big guy the NCAA ever saw. Rommel Adugul. This guy is the greatest NCAA player of all time.
Happy
Kids,
Rommel.
you should understand. Rommel Adugul was the best big man during those times.
Yeah, I think no contest na si...
So, no contest ka doon?
Wala nga ako yung contest.
Contest. Kailangan ko ng affirmation doon sa list ko kasi it's for the guys who are aspiring to be called legends in the NCAA. These guys are the ones that you should be looking up to from generation to generation.
Pero this time, itatanong naman natin si Mikee from the last time we covered the NCAA, which was NCAA season 95. Mikee has prepared for us 5 players that came best players from that particular season.
This is not in order, but this is how the landscape of the NCAA, this is the last one that we saw. This set of players na parang, ito yung nagpaan sa atin, nagpasaya ng NCAA in season 95. This was in 2019.
Yeah.
And sadly, all these 5 players are not gonna play anymore in season 96. But, it's fun to celebrate kung ano nagawa nila. But we have to start with reigning MVP, obviously. Hindi naman natin makakalimutan Calvin Oftana, who is now in the pros. But we know, we watched him grow up in front of us. We watched him grow up from season 92 siya nagsimula doon. Slowly, kita mo naman from a role player to a star. He wasn't even a starter, guys. He was the 6th-man MVP.
Correct.
Okay, 6th-man MVP. He didn't play more than 25 minutes a game. But, what he could do, his versatility, his shooting, the way he facilitates, the way he handles the basketball. Not a surprise, he was the 3rd pick in the pros this last draft. I had to put in a point guard top 5. And I feel like he was the best point guard in the NCAA in season 95. In only his second year in the league. Although he's not gonna be there this coming season, pero Evan Nelly led the league in assists. He made San Beda work. Evan Nelly, top point guard, led the league in assists. He led the team to 18-0, diba? Although fell short din, obviously.
One shot away. Evan Nelly coming off a timeout.
I felt
a few inches away. A few inches away.
I was recording that play.
And letran kasi tayo nun eh. Magkatabi tayo nun eh.
And letran knew na their whole game plan during the finals was deny Evan Nelly the basket.
That's how good of a player he was.
Siya sa NCAA yung old school point guard. Pass first. Parang kami.
Pass first?
Pass first.
Parang I feel like parang siyang pwedeng Olsen Pesel. Ganun yung laruan niya. So, I had
he
to
has
put
good
Evan
size pala.
So I had to
6'1", 6'5", 6'1".
So I had to put Evan Nelly there. So
Mythical
5, best point guard in the league.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I had to put someone from the champion team. Hindi mo pwedeng hindi. Champion eh.
Dami mo pwedeng ilagay doon.
But I felt like their emotional leader, their leader the whole year was Jeric Balanza.
I feel like there's a contest from Hammer here, but...
Meron.
Kilala niyo yung favorite player ko sa letran eh.
Sige, Mike, explain mo
Finish Jeric Balanza.
Okay, Jeric Balanza, alright. Jeric Balanza, he's not your typical go-to guy na talagang give him the basketball, do what you need to do, take us home. Hindi siya ganun. Yeah. Because of what he went through the season prior, I think the season before that, for you to put him in the top 5, but you have to put in a guy from the champion team. And I feel like Jeric Balanza was the leader, emotional leader. He kept everyone composed. He wasn't looking for his shot during the whole finals.
Right.
Alam niya, mainit si Fran. Alam niya, lamang tayo sa ilalim. Go to Larry Muyan. So I just felt like...
Next on your list, Max.
After Jeric, I have to go with RK Ilagan. RK Ilagan. Because RK is RK, the shotgun. And also, siguro invested tayo ng konti kay RK. A little bit more, kasi we watched him grow up din eh. Diba? Juniors pa lang. And he was playing behind the other point guards muna. And then now he was the one. And you saw how he played his heart out during that elimination game against Letran. He had 36 somewhere there.
High.
30s, 40s.
Many three-pointers.
Many three-pointers. Na-cramps lang siya. Kaya he had to leave the game. Again, sadly, we won't see him this season because he opted to go pro because of all the uncertainty. But RK Ilagan, man, I had to put him up there. One of the most skillful point guards in the league. I think ang edge niya against Kitoy is he made the Final Four. But Kitoy is still Kitoy. That was a tough one for me.
You put him over.
That was a tough one for me. Because I needed to put Evanelli because obviously 18-0.
Easy.
But the next best point guard, I was thinking between Kitoy or RK. I have to mention Kitoy.
And RK showed up in big games.
Oo
Basic.
Big games talaga.
Big game player and a knockdown scorer.
And ako, I'm more impressed because he's not even that tall. It's
not.
just skills and his
Lights
out shooting.
Angas.
Oh.
So tama, RK Ilagan. Second best point guard in the league during that time, during season 95. So, okay, I had 4. 2 from San Beda, 1 from champion team Letran, and then RK Ilagan. I needed to put someone from Lyceum, pero sabi ko, wala yung CJ Perez.
Wala.
Marcelino, great players, but still not CJ Perez stature. Diba? Raymar Caduyak, CJ Perez.
It's a system that
So, if we're talking about top 5, you have to put Alin Bulanadi, the best scorer in the NCAA, the best scorer. We watched him score. Meron din siyang
40-ish.
40s din.
High 40s.
Diba? And he was just...
44 yata yun eh.
And also, sasabihin ko ulit to,
Tawarents, diba?
40. And we will also, I will say this again, we watched him grow up.
Yeah.
We watched him, when he was a rookie, he hit that winning shot against San Beda, nang alam mo chamba na leaner, hindi ko alam na ganyan siya kagaling.
Ganun pala siya tumira talaga.
Hindi ko alam na, akala ko chamba.
Tumira talaga, di ba?
Ganun.
Yung running shot na parang Alan Kaydik eh, di ba? Alan Kaydik na pump fake, one step forward.
Akala ko chamba nung bago siya, but you know, he showed us that he really could score, especially year after year, his averages started to go up. And he's the only player outside of the big 4 of San Beda who were in the top 5 MVP race. He was number 3. So Calvin, Evan, Alin, James, Donald, and then James Kekwete. So isa lang ang nakasingit dun sa 5 yun, which was Alin Bulanadi. So skill-wise, I had to put Alin Bulanadi.
That's a great point. 4 out of the 5 MVP candidates that year.
Ganun
galing
ka
Beda.
scary yung San Beda nun. Feeling ko this year Letran ata.
Overloaded.
Very interesting list ng galing po kay Mikey at Coach Hammer dito. Pero mamaya-maya po, itutuloy natin ang ating discussion with our 2 guests here. We are back here in Rise Up Stronger, the road to NCAA Season 96. Kasama pa rin po natin ang ating basketball experts na sina Mikey Reyes and Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. Mula tayo sa Season 95, ngayon papunta ng Season 96 naman tayo. Ayan, to ensure the safety of everyone, individual din ang laban sa basketball, focusing on the player's skills sa court. There will be 6 skills challenges to be featured in Season 96. O sige, Coach Hammer, share mo sa amin yung forecast mo and let's see kung pareho kayo ng tingin ni Mikey per skill.
Si Mikey would be my, the Guardian Angel magsasabi.
Honestly.
Guardian Angel. Sige, recap lang natin yung listahan ni Coach Hammer dito for our skills challenge. For the dunks, you got Neil Guarino of Letran, former Makatangay of JRU, and James Cuecute of San Beda. For the 3-point shootout, you got Joseph Brutas, Ray De La Rosa, and Peter Alfaro. Okay, sa skills challenge naman, you put Ryan Amsali first from San Beda, Arvin Gamboa of Mapua, and Ato Barba of LPU. Sa shooting stars naman, nilagay mo si Fran Yu of Letran, Ralph Penuela of the Red Lions, and JL De Los Santos of the Heavy Bombers. I see a theme here though. Pero dribble layup natin, you got Abando, Miranda, and Carlos from Letran, JRU, and CSB respectively. And from lane agility, gritty players right here from Letran, King Caralipio, and Nino Ibanez of the LPU Parrots. Okay, a lot has been said already, but we are not yet done. At napansin ko lang na may mga schools na paulit-ulit na nabanggit, pero hindi natin may iwasan yan. Dahil talagang yun yung forte nila, ng mga players na yan. Given the conditions, NCAA Season 96 is gonna be totally different from the previous seasons, mainly because, you know, we are gonna be focusing on the skills. Let's just put it at that. Yeah. Focusing on the individual skills. Ano yung mensahe nyo sa mga players natin na magko-compete for this season?
Well, really, get in shape. Get in shape because I think the one thing na ayaw natin makita is, unang-una, syempre yung performance nila, hopefully it doesn't dip. Kasi kalawang lahat, obviously. And knock on wood, sana naman condition sila when they come in. Para lang maganda panoorin, masaya panoorin, and also wala tayong makita mga injuries. Because I think that's the number one thing that's gonna be scary when basketball comes back. So, get in shape. At the end of the day, the important thing is to stay healthy talaga. Whether it be physically healthy or mentally healthy.
Importante yun. Malalo ngayong pandemic natin. Coach?
Well, as a strength and conditioning coach, I gotta second the notion of Mike. You gotta be in shape, you be stronger, mentally stronger, and the new challenge, you gotta adapt. She said, rise up stronger.
There you go. Very simple yet impactful messages coming from Mikee Reyes and Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. Boys, thank you so much for guesting here. I hope this will not be the last.
I hope. We hope.
Pero salamat po sa ating basketball experts dito. And tomorrow, remember to tune in to GTV at 5:05 p.m. for the opening ceremonies of the NCAA Season 96. Good luck to all the student athletes of all participating schools, and remember to support and make some noise for your alma mater. Tweet, post, and keep yourselves posted right here on GTV. And again, I thank you guys for watching today. Happy Independence Day, everybody! Once again, this has been Martin Javier, and this is Rise Up Stronger, the road to NCAA Season 96.
Bawat laro, buong puso. Maganda ang bukas, it starts today. Kaya mo yan, batang NCAA. Hey! Ang pinakahihintay na panahon. Together, tayo ay papangon. This is our year, this is our season. Ang puso mo, ang number one reason. Seize the day, seize the future. Rise up stronger. This is our year, this is our season. Ang puso mo, ang number one reason. Seize the day, seize the future. Stronger together. Kaya takinig, kaya natamig. Kapaelang tayo daytoy, kaya natong inig. Kaya takinig, kaya natamig. Kapaelang tayo daytoy, kaya natong inig. This is our year, this is our season.